Hey, what's going on, everybody? It is me. It is your old pal. It is the original gamer, StevieStrow. Happy New Year to you. Hope you're all having a great 2017 so far. We're back with another retro video, and the game we're going to play today, it happens to be Altered Beast, the Sega Genesis version. And what inspired me to play this game right now was a meme I shared on my Facebook page from Gamer's Realm, and it showed a picture of the game, and the caption was priceless. It goes, let's punch zombies to death, turn into a werewolf, and fight a demon that throws his faces at us. Because why not, right? I mean, and that is exactly what this game is all about, right? You fight zombies, you turn into a werewolf, and then the boss throws faces at you on the first round anyway. So I thought that was pretty funny. I thought that kind of summed up the game perfectly. And then I got a comment from Steve Helmer on my page as well, and he says, well, yeah, and there's also a dragon and a cougar and a bear, if I recall. And then that got me thinking, you know what, I don't even remember what all the different animals were. So I said, well, I'm definitely going to have to play the game just so I can see what all your options were. Now, the version I'm playing is for the Xbox 360. It's called Sonic's Ultimate Genesis Collection. It's got a bunch of different Sega Genesis games that you can play all off of one disc. And the nice thing about this, too, is I can hit Museum here and get the story. So it basically says here, rise from your grave. When Zeus, the legendary Greek god, brings you back to life with these famous words, you set forth on a mission to rescue his daughter Athena from the wicked god of the underworld, Neph. So there's your boss right there. Neph is the boss. To survive the gauntlet of mythological foes, you must hunt down the two-headed wolves that inhabit each stage and collect the spirit balls that they release. The spirit balls increase your strength and allow you to transform into a variety of forms. Here's the answer to our question. What are the different animals you can become? Well, you start off as a werewolf, then you become a were-dragon, then a were-bear, a were-tiger, and the ultimate form, the golden werewolf. Each capture possesses powerful attacks that are required to bring an end to Neph's scheme. Did you know that in 1989, when the Sega Genesis was released in the US, Altered Beast was also included as a free pack-in game? I knew that because I bought the Genesis the day it came out, right? So the Sega Genesis was our first truly next generational game console, right? So we had a whole bunch of different 8-bit systems ending with the Nintendo Entertainment System, or the NES. And I own an NES, and it was a good system. But when the Sega Genesis came out, it was like, hey dudes, 8-bit is old school. We are 16-bit. We are the next generation. And the graphics are clearly superior compared to the NES here. And what I remember about this game and being so impressed with about this game was the multi-plane scrolling here. We've got at least 3 planes of scrolling right now. We've got the main background, we've got a middle background, and then kind of a foreground, and they're all kind of scrolling at different speeds to create sort of an illusion of three-dimensional space, which is kind of cool. And the NES did not have multi-plane scrolling at all. It was basically one background and one foreground, and that was it. So graphically, this was impressive. Audibly, it was impressive with the music and the pre-recorded voices. All this kind of stuff. It was an impressive game. And if you look at the graphics here are the werewolves. You notice there's 2 people on the screen right now. This would support 2-player simultaneous cooperative. And there's a lot of mythology, a lot of mythological themes going on back here. Now, this is a port of an arcade game. And I wasn't familiar with this game in the arcade, but I became familiar with it. Here are the dragons. I became familiar with this game when I got my Sega Genesis. And so, yeah, the dragon's power is a cool electrical blast that shocks everything in their wake. And again, here you see kind of like multi-plane scrolling. We've got a central background, we've got a foreground, and a middle ground. At least 3 planes of scrolling, which is pretty impressive. So let's go ahead and jump in the game. I will definitely, hopefully, be able to clear the first level, which is the werewolf level. But look at this. It's a zombie. And like the meme says, hey, let's beat up zombies to turn into a werewolf to fight a boss that throws his faces at us. Because why not, right? And so here's my first power-up, right? So that's the two-headed wolf. And honestly, when I played this game back in the day, I didn't even know those were wolves because the quality of the pictures of the old-school TVs, I didn't know what the heck that thing was. I thought maybe it was, actually I thought it was a cow, I'm not going to lie. I thought they were some type of cow because I could not distinctly make out the 2 heads. But But I can see here on a nice digital flat panel screen that yes, there's a two-headed wolf here. And can I make that one there? I'm not even going to make it anymore. Okay. So he usually, on your first time around, you go to meet the boss. He won't attack you if you don't have like at least 2 or 3 power-ups. So if you had not become the werewolf the first time you make it to the end and you see the boss, he'll take it easy on you. But the second or third times, he will spawn out and get you even if you're not fully powered up. So I've now got 2 out of my 3 power-ups. Now, so power-up number 1 increased my punches. Power-up 2 now has increased my kicking ability. The third power-up will transform me into the beast. Now, what's a little bit interesting about this too, I just freaking died, is your health bar. You see your health bar starts off as 3 blue kind of whatever, ovals, squares, whatever the heck they are, right? And then they start to change colors. And so, see that now that blue just turned yellow. Okay, I've just powered up into my wolf. Okay, that was a cool feature too. That animation. That was a little bit more detailed. So now it just went orange. My first square has turned orange like it's weakening. Okay, now I think I've reached to the end, and here he is. Here's the boss. And here is where he's going to start to throw his faces at me. And I've only got 1 life left. So, now when I punch, I actually throw stuff. So I've got kind of a projectile punch. And my kick is kind of like a lightning blast. Now you've got to dodge the heads. You can shoot the heads too. You can jump up and shoot the heads. But you've basically got to hit the boss a whole bunch of times to take him down. And this is actually pretty impressive graphics for 1989 or whenever this came out, you know. To have a character on screen this large, this well detailed, this colorful was something that we never imagined back in the days of owning an NES. So this truly was a pretty groundbreaking gaming experience for its time. And even today, this game it holds up pretty well as far as just play, you know, gameplay mode and skill and challenge and things like that. Boom, 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 boom. Okay, so puff of smoke. So I guess that wasn't Neff himself. It was something that Neff spawned or dispatched to fight us. Because there's Neff, there's the bad guy. He stripped away our power, and now we're going down to the next level. And there's a little cutscene. There's him holding her hostage, showing his dominance there. So now we're in a new level. Now we're in these underground caves. And these little facehugger things here are pretty cool. They try to jump up and grab onto your head, and they will suck the life out of you, literally. Okay, this is what I need. I need these power-ups. These are some things you have to look out for, these freaking snakes. I need these freaking power-ups. I'm not going to get that one. He's got me. So he's sucking the life out of me. Okay. Okay. Now you do get a warning of where the snakes are going to come from. These things here are pretty cool too. These remind me of something from Golden Axe. Oh, man. Now, what kind of stinks about this game is that it doesn't even give you a continue. There is no way to change the difficulty on it. There's no way to change the number of lives or anything else. So when you die, you're dead and the game is over. So this was, you know, literally the first game released for the Sega Genesis in the United States. Anyways, later on the games started giving us options where we could change the difficulty from easy, medium, or hard. We could give ourselves more lives. There were a lot of things we could do in the game to make it, you know, to adjust it to the player's skill level. This game was pretty much straight up like the arcade, and when you died, and there wasn't even a continue, which kind of stinks. So you did see me at least make it to the second round, and the second round I think is when you turn into dragons. So I don't think, oh, this is kind of cool here too. Look at his eyes. Ooh. This was a really cool animation for, you know, for the time. Very cartoon-like, you know, very, very cool. And the whole mythology theme here is pretty cool. Altered Beast. I love it, you know, really cool game. So yeah, I enjoyed playing it, and I hope you enjoyed this little preview. I didn't make it as far. I will try to make this some more levels, and I will try to you know, get some more gameplay. I think what I'm ultimately going to do is probably play the arcade version of this game, because this is the Sega Genesis version, which is a port of the arcade. It's a pretty faithful port, but it is probably lacking a little bit of color detail, maybe a little tiny bit of graphical detail. So the arcade version would just look a little bit more polished than this. So I'll try to play that one, and maybe that one will also let me continue if it's the arcade version and I can pop more quarters into it and stuff. So that's it. This has been another retro gaming preview by yours truly, the original gamer StevieStrow. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did enjoy this video, then do me a favor, give it a like. Give this video a big fat thumbs up. If you are new to my channel, why not subscribe? Subscribe to that channel. If you enjoyed this video and you would like me to know what you thought about the video, your memories of this game, any suggestions, etc., throw out a comment and I'll be happy to respond to you. Also, do me a favor and share this video with your friends, and I will see you all next time. I have been the original gamer StevieStrow. Keep on gaming, everybody. Peace out and bye-bye now.